Guys, and welcome back to another Jason FC video, and today we are going to making a tier list on what teams are most likely to win the World Cup. And we do have it in order of what country. But it does look kind of weird, like the Canada's one's just that, and especially the Qatar one, but I can't really fix that. Flags are different. The one that looks really nice is the Switzerland one. Or the Morocco one. So, we're going to see S is very likely. A is kind of likely. B is like maybe. C is like the dead center. D is like probably won't make it out of the group. F is like no flipping way. No way. They're never going to even get out of the group. No. So, they all in groups. So, Group A is Mexico, South Africa, South Korea, and Czechia. So, let's just start with Mexico, because it's the very first person in the World Cup. And I think Mexico will definitely make it out of the group. It'll probably be them and South Korea. But I don't know how far they are going to go. So, I'm going to put them C or B tier. And if you have any things like you want me to change something, or you just think that's a stupid decision to put some right there, then you can leave those in the comments. I'm going to put them in B tier. That feels kind of high, but it's whatever. Now we have South Africa, which I think are not even going to make it out of the group. I think it will be South Korea and Mexico, of course. So I'm going to put them in D tier, because I don't think they're the worst country, but I think they're not really going to make it far. And now we have South Korea. And I think South Korea is like in the middle of them too. Mexico's the best team in this group. South Korea is like the second best, and then South Africa is the worst. So I'm going to put them there. I'm also going to put Czechia there, so I think them are going to be the two middle grounds. Maybe Czechia could go down one, but I'm not going to. I mean, Canada can go there too. So now we have Canada in there as well. So, C tier is looking pretty filled. Bosnia, it's really if Desco, I don't know his name, I know it's like DXZ or something. It's really if he plays good. I don't even know if he qualified. I haven't paid attention to Bosnia. I mean, have been caught up, but he has to be caught up. I think Bosnia is probably going to go in, it's going to be C or D tier. I'm going to put them in C tier. So now we have 3 in C tier. 4 in C tier. Qatar, I think, are kind of like a South Africa. They're not really going to do anything. Now, the thing about Switzerland, I think Switzerland has a better chance to make it to the farther than Mexico does. But I'm not going to put them in A tier. I'll keep them in B tier. Now we have Brazil. In Brazil, I'm going to straight up just put in S tier. No one should complain about putting Brazil in S tier. I think Brazil is one of those 4 teams. I'm surprised I didn't put them in the group of death video, because I feel like I wanted Portugal and Argentina. But of course France, because they've been in the last 2 World Cups. And then Spain is just an obvious one. That's the only reason Brazil didn't make it. But, so I'm going to put Brazil S tier just for that. And now we have Morocco. And I think Morocco is going to be an S or A tier. But I don't think they're on the level of Brazil. Of course, they made the semis last year. But I don't think they're going to make it to the semis this year. I think their max will be like the quarterfinals. Which is why I'm going to put them in A tier instead of S tier. Now we have Haiti. And Haiti's one of those that I'm just going to throw in F tier. Now we have Scotland. Scotland, I think. And this is the final one in Group C, I think. Yeah, Group C. And so Scotland, the thing about Scotland is McTominay, Andy Robertson. They don't really have too many players, but I am going to throw them in probably C tier. So C tier is very massive. Now we have the USA. USA is probably going to be the same with Mexico. I think Mexico and USA are a pretty good match. So I'm just going to put USA with Mexico. Now with Paraguay, and I think I'm just going to throw Paraguay in either S or D tier. I'm going to throw them in C tier. Now, Australia. I believe that's Australia. Yeah, no, it's Australia. Australia, I'm going to throw in D tier. I don't think they can make it too far. But Turkey is someone I'm going to put higher up. I think I'm going to put Turkey in B tier. Because I think they are going to make it out of the group with the USA. And they're probably going to be able to make it farther than the USA personally. Even though I'm a US. I hope they don't. But, you know, as a USA viewer, I think Turkey is better than the USA. So I'm just going to leave them in B tier. Now, Germany. Germany is kind of like a Morocco. I know they sold the last couple years, but I don't think they're going to do it this year. I think they'll make it out of the group. It's just, do I want to put them in B tier? Do I want to put them in A tier? They're not going in S tier no matter what. I think I'm going to put them in A tier. Now, that's Ivory Coast. And Ivory Coast... And if you have been watching my simulation videos, you know Ivory Coast has been doing amazing. So I'm going to put them in B tier, personally. Now we have... Why am I moving Bosnia? There you go. Okay, now we have Ecuador. I think Ecuador is also going to be another B team. I think they could do pretty good in this tournament. Put them in B tier. And now we have the Netherlands. Netherlands is basically, do I want to put them in A or B tier? I think they won't go as far as Germany or Morocco, but I'm still going to throw them in A tier. I think they deserve A tier more than B tier, because like Mexico and stuff are in the B tier. I think Netherlands will go in A tier. So now we have Japan. Japan, I think, is an B or C tier. I think I'm gonna throw them in B tier, which means B tier now has the most. Sweden, they should not have even made the World Cup, to be honest. So I'm just gonna throw them in D tier. And also, if you're from Sweden, then don't get mad at me. Why is Sweden now in C tier? Don't get mad at me. Just y'all should not have qualified to begin with. So, like y'all thing winning, like y'all didn't get a single win on the qualifiers, but y'all still somehow made it. That's ridiculous. Now I have Tunisia, who I think are on the same boat as Sweden, so I'm going to put them in D tier as well. Now I have Belgium. Belgium is a thing. I don't think they're as good as Netherlands, Germany, or Morocco. I think they would be a high B tier. Like, they would be, like, ahead of Mexico in B tier. They would be one of the best B tiers. So I'm going to throw them in B tier. Bosnius, I don't need you to be picked up. So, now we have Egypt. And I think Egypt's going to be a C or D tier. I don't know if they can make it really out of their group. Because, of course, they have Belgium. Actually, they could, which is going to move me to put them in C tier. Now we have Iran. Now we have New Zealand, who I think is going to... Are they better than Australia? Yeah. Actually, no. I'm actually going to move Australia. If I'm putting New Zealand in C tier, then I have to put Australia in C tier. Wait. You know what? Okay, I'll just have Australia and New Zealand both in D tier, I guess. Now, Spain. Let's move Spain. They're automatically going in the S tier. And Cape Verde is going to be in F tier. Same with Curacao. I don't know why they are together. They're in two separate groups. Now we have Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is an interesting one, because I could very easily put them in B tier, but I could very easily put them in C tier. I mean, I could very easily put them in any tier, to be completely honest. I'm the one picking the the group they're going in. I could put them in F tier right now. So, I think I'm going to put them in B tier. Now, Uruguay, I think, is either going to be a B tier, like a good B tier, or a low A tier. Just because B tier is so crowded, I'm going to give them the A tier. France is automatically, there's no question, they have to go in S tier. Now, Senegal. Senegal is an interesting one. I don't think they're going to make it S tier. I don't think I'm going to put them in A tier. I think I'm going to... Oh, this is an interesting one. I could either put A2. I think I'm going to keep them in B2. Iraq is one of those countries, there's no way they're making it out of the group. So I'm not even going to put them in D2. They would probably be a D2 if they had an easier group. But just because of that, they're going down in F2. Now I have Norway. I think Norway is going to be a dark horse in this competition. That might just be me, but I think they're going to make it out of the group. Senegal will be the third place team, and they'll go pretty far. So I'm actually going to put them in A tier. Argentina's automatically. There's no way. I would be devious if I did not put them in S tier. Now we have Algeria. Algeria, I think, is going to be in C tier. Austria is probably also going to be a C tier. And then I think that's Jordan. Jordan has no way of getting out of the A group, I call it, because Algeria, Australia, and Algeria, Austria, and Argentina, I call it the A group. Because, I mean, A. There's no way they get out, so I'm just going to put them in F tier. And so, let's put Portugal. I have to put in S tier. There's no choice. We don't have too many left now. And DR Congo, I think, could actually go pretty far. I'm going to just put them in D tier, and same with Uzbekistan. I don't think they will have the most craziest. DR Congo could go to C tier, though, but I'm not going to. Colombia is definitely going to be up here. Colombia is either going to be an A or B tier. Either a high B tier or a low A tier. I think I'm going to give them a low A tier. Now with England, and England the number one. Do I put them in S tier? But they're gonna bot. I'll put them in S tier. Okay. Now we have Croatia, Ghana, and Turkey's not S tier. What are you doing, Turkey? Okay. So now we have Croatia, Ghana, and Panama. Croatia is either gonna be an A or a B. Again, a low A or a high B. I'm gonna give it an A, just like them. Now we have Ghana or Panama. These are two I don't think are going to make it out of the group. I think England and Croatia are going to, which is why I'm going to move down. I think Ghana's better than Panama, so I'm going to put Ghana in C tier, put Panama in D tier. So that's all. Sweden. You really want to be in F tier, Sweden? I'm not going to. So that is my World Cup predictions on who's most likely to win it. S tier is Brazil, Spain, France, Argentina, Portugal, and England. I think I did pretty good. You could yell at me in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.